Unseasonably cool weather headed our way for the 4th of July forecast. Check out some of these numbers. 80s with mostly sunny skies for the valley. In the Sierra, we'll be in the 60s and 70s. A few clouds and some parts of the Sierra. Slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms. For the Bay Area, partly cloudy skies. Our highs in the 60s. So this is going to be great grilling weather for the valley. 84 on Saturday, Sunday 80, 83 with mostly sunny skies for that 4th of July on Monday. You know, typically this time of year, a lot of us expect 100+ degree heat, maybe hitting many of our beautiful waterways, but these types of temperatures perhaps a little bit chilly to be on the Delta or even around the reservoirs and the lakes. Right now, Folsom still at 85% full, but anybody that's driven by Shasta, Oroville, still looking terribly low, only about 40 to 50% full right now, and that's going to put us about 50 to 65% of average. Folsom still really benefiting from those plentiful storms that came through over the winter season. Early on in the winter season, we're at about 109% of average, looking pretty good if you're headed out for some recreation. Now, on the flip side of things, if you're doing some camping with the cooler conditions, lows are going to be in the 40s and 50s for the foothills and the Sierra. Should be really nice during the day, though. Highs in the 70s and 80s. And we have that chance of some possible late day storms on Sunday into early Monday, but the location is going to be very isolated. Our low pressure system heading in from the north is driving in that cooler air, allowing some of that colder air to move in from the north down into parts of Northern California and initiating that onshore flow as well. That will play a bit of a problem for our extended forecast with the fireworks forecast with some gusty winds. But in the meantime, we'll track some showers here for the extreme northern part of the state and some of that rotating potentially into the northeast corner. So if you're camping, say up towards Susanville, even Quincy, might find some late day showers and thunderstorms into our Sunday and Monday forecast. It's a really slim chance, but something you want to be prepared for, certainly. That low starts to move its way out of here for Monday, but we're going to hold on to that cooler air with those highs in the 80s for the valley. Now, we also have the drought monitor that came out for today, still looking very dry throughout the state. So despite the fact we're going to see those cooler temperatures, so much of the grasses, the brush, the fuel that is available for the wildland fires is very, very dry. And we've already been tracking a number of fires throughout Northern California throughout the week and the past couple of weeks, actually. A lot of grass fires, but now it's starting to move up the hill just a bit into some more of those bigger wildland fires. Our numbers are a little bit down from last year at this point in terms of the total acres burned and the number of fires, but this is early on in the season. Right now, we're just starting to see some of those critically dry fuels pick up and historically dry in some locations, especially in extreme Northern California, where we were well below average. Those are places like Shasta and Oroville towards Butte County, where we had very little rain come in, well below average, in fact. Our fire hazards, you know, with all this dry brush around, again, cooler temperatures, but with the gusty winds, it just takes one spark to spread and hit something really dry to cause fire breaking out. More than 19,500 fires are started by fireworks each year, and over 15,000 firework injuries were treated in emergency rooms in 2020. Those are the latest statistics. So a couple of other holiday fire safety tips. Don't use sparklers or fireworks near dry grass. Also properly put them out. Make sure you have a bucket nearby so you can just make sure they get in that bucket and are completely extinguished. Also obey firework and burn bans. Those are going to be different in each region. So if you're traveling, make sure you know what the rules and regulations are, because obviously everybody had different type of precipitation over the course of our winter season. Another thing, and you probably have felt this and noticed it, you see it, you smell it, the smoke that comes out from those fireworks. That creates a tremendous amount of air pollution, including particulate matter and toxic metals. And that can unfortunately have some bad health impacts like a headache, fatigue. Perhaps you're out there and you just go, oh, wow, I'm not feeling so great after watching all those fireworks. Watery, dry eyes, coughing, wheezing, throat, lung, sinus irritation, shortness of breath. And for people with asthma, can cause some problems as well, or any kind of respiratory issues. You can see what happens here. We're basically in the moderate range for most places throughout the course of the afternoon, and then it absolutely skyrockets here during the late evening hours when we start to see all the fireworks going out into the very unhealthy category. It goes right back down as we head towards the early morning hours. It dissipates pretty quickly. But nonetheless, a couple of ways to stay safe over this holiday weekend. But Also, enjoy this beautiful, cool weather.